I said, what? You talking about my HIV? I said, yeah, I got HIV. You got a problem with it? And he goes, no. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not gonna lie. I am actually at a junior high right now. It's my break. I have no fifth period. And today is Thursday. And I need to get a video together because I promised that I'd have videos out on Mondays. And I was gonna try to put together this video from USCA, the United States Conference on AIDS that I'd been to in September. I have interviews that I wanted to share, but I don't have any time, and I'm sort of like feeling like stressed out, so I'm coming to my car instead just to make this video, to put this up. And the reason I don't have time is because I have to leave for a trip on Saturday down to Los Angeles. I'm taking my middle daughter to a wedding, a family wedding, and so we're going to be driving all morning on Saturday to the afternoon, going to the wedding that afternoon to evening, spending the night in Los Angeles, and then driving home on Sunday. And so I know by the time I get home on Sunday, I'm gonna have so much to do with cleaning the house and just dealing with being gone for a day and a half that there's no way I could like put together some kind of like, you know, decent video. So I'm hoping that this will be okay. It's gonna have to be okay. I thought that the best thing that I could do in this circumstance is just kind of talk about some of the things that have happened over the last week and what's been going on with my life. So basically I'm sitting here in my car. I came to my car because I really wanted a mint Oreo cookie. I hide them under my seat in my car so my kids can't find them because I just want 3 a day. That's it. I want 3. That makes me happy. I don't need any more than that, and if they get a hold of them, they'll be gone in the same day. So I'm super excited to have my mint Oreo cookie. Yum. So things that have been going on. Eric arrived from Quebec. He's been here for a week. It's been an awesome week. We've been able to go skateboarding once because it's been raining a lot. Nice! He's been able to surf some, and I'll maybe eventually have him. He's on my Instagram. It's a little weird to sit here with a phone and interview my boyfriend, so I don't think I don't know that would happen. It's a little bizarre, but I know people would want to hear what he has to say. I like hearing what he has to say, but it's just so strange to hold a phone up and talk. It just is so not natural, but we'll see. Who knows? But yeah, Instagram is where I typically can catch him off guard, and not off guard. I mean, I just point the camera at him and say something, and he usually will talk back, but yeah, he's so sweet. My oldest daughter has been working at Ross, and I got some footage of her last night because I think it's funny to walk in and film her. She doesn't mind it. It cracks her up, and she's quitting anyway, so she really doesn't care what anybody thinks. I can't find anything I need.
It scared me so much. Oh god, dude.
Hi, Joey.
Hi.
How's
you
work?
look nice. That's good.
Thanks. Your makeup is crazy.
Yeah. I felt like going wild. Hog wild.
Joey's at Ross, doing her thing.
I was so hoping I'd look down and see coffee.
I do not have coffee for you.
Can you bring me some? Can you say That's so embarrassing. She looks so upset.
My middle daughter was with me and cannot stand it. It makes her so mad when I film and stop it. Oh my God, stop it. It's so embarrassing.
Stop, Mom, stop. Stop, you video.
I am embarrassing. I'm an embarrassing person to be around, apparently, especially when you're 15 years old and I'm your mom. So I don't want to be embarrassing, but if I want to do things like put videos on YouTube, sometimes I have to be embarrassing. So I'm sorry, Ryan. I love you.
Don't record me. I know.
Joey doing her job.
Do you want a bag for 25 cents?
I don't want a bag for 25 cents, thanks.
Okay.
I just want you to bring my loot up.
Can you stop?
No.
Marty.
Owen had his first season of basketball, and he just finished, and he got a basket on the last game. Here it is. So I'm really proud of him. He did really well. Their team did okay. I think they like won half and lost half. So he was on the 6th grade team, but he basically got to play. There wasn't really a 6th grade team. He was just a few of the 6th graders got to be on the 7th grade team is what it was. So he got picked to do that, and that was awesome. I've gone and had my pinky looked at. This is the most embarrassing, ugly thing that I have to wear, but I heard it skateboarding. Some people were asking on Instagram what had happened. So I fell skateboarding. It's been about 7 months now, and I bent my finger, at the knuckle. I bent it, to the side. It hit a ramp in my garage, and I just slid into it. And so it didn't break my finger, but it tore all these little ligaments in here. So as it was healing, I had a popsicle stick on here with tape for about 2 months. Went and saw a finger surgeon, and he said, it's, time to get more mobility. It was getting like atrophied, and he's like, take it off the popsicle stick. Come and see me 6 to 8 months, and it takes that long for this to heal. So in the meantime, it started to heal with a bend in it, and it was getting pulled. The tendons were getting pulled really tight, and it was starting to bend at the knuckle, and it wouldn't straighten out at all. So I saw him. Well, he wasn't very clear on the fact that there's this thing called contracture. I had no idea. And he goes, why didn't you come back sooner? He goes, I didn't know that was happening. Well, I didn't know that what was happening was unnatural. I thought it was going to go away in 6 to 8 months. So he basically said, you have to go to physical therapy now. We'll see what we can do. So the physical therapist gave me this thing. It's like neoprene that you'd use on a wetsuit, and he cut it, and then he fit it to my finger, and then he put this piece on top that is like stretched, and so when it was glued on top, it pulled the whole thing kind of like the shape of a banana. So it's the opposite of what my finger's doing, because my finger wants to bend. So when I put this on, although it looks like nothing, it pulls my finger back and straightens. It's straightening it. So it's definitely working. I mean, it still looks a little funny, but it's definitely getting better. But now it's like it's super stiff, and I can barely bend it that way. That's as far as I can go right now. So that's been happening. The school I'm at, it's a junior high, and I get it more from this school than probably any other school. The kids all do the whole, hey YouTuber, you're a YouTuber, and so I have to kind of keep it on the down low. I don't say a whole lot. I don't want the staff, I don't know if they know, so I kind of keep it quiet, but there's a lot of kids at the school that know about the YouTube thing, and and what's interesting is they'll say, some kids will be like, well, why are you YouTube? What are you YouTubing for? And I said, oh, I don't even know that you'd be interested in it. It's maybe nothing that you'd be, it's not Fortnite, so I don't know. You can check it out if you want, but it's not anything that you'd probably be interested in. And I did change the name of my channel to just Jennifer's Positive Life, because I do realize now that having Jennifer's Positive HIV Life, although I feel fine with it, and I wanted it to be really clear about what my channel was about, I feel like some people might not feel comfortable subscribing to a channel with that title. If anybody were to see, why would you subscribe to some girl that has HIV? Are you worried that you have it? There is that problem with HIV, is the association with it. And of course, Eric gets a lot of comments on YouTube, because he's with me, and everyone, of course, they're going to think that he's got it, and he does not. There's just association. None of my kids have it. Nobody has it. It's just me. It's just me. It's stuck inside me. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to get to anybody. No one has to worry about it. It's, it's totally under control. It's undetectable. And oh, really quick about undetectable equals untransmittable. I want to make sure that I mention that more often than not, so that people are really aware of what that is. So, once somebody becomes undetectable and their viral load gets to a level that is undetectable. So like in my case, when they go and check my blood, they can't find it anymore, but it's still there. It's just basically dormant and hidden, and it's so well hidden, the little whatever is left of it, that even the most sensitive tests can't find it. And so you can't pass it on sexually in that way. And this goes for men, women, anal sex, vaginal sex. I don't include oral sex because I don't believe you can transmit via oral sex. So, and you know, most people know that, although you're going to find it online that might be possible, but it's incredibly, it's got a lot of things have to be going wrong for that to happen, and it's pretty, like, doesn't even make sense for it to happen that way. So anyways, you can't transmit it sexually when you're undetectable, and it's a really big, great freedom for people with HIV, and that they can live normally and have like a normal sex life, and not even like, there's no stress, you know. And everyone says, oh, but what if you become detectable and your medication fails? Well, you go to the doctor every 3 months, you get yourself checked, you know, as often as your doctor says to come in, and there's no surprises. If it goes up a little bit, you know, maybe there's a medication change, but there's never been, in all the studies that were done, there's never been a blip or a medicine fail where there was enough of the virus that became detectable that it ever caused a transmission. In 58,000 sexual encounters, it never happened. So as long as you're on your medication, you're going and getting yourself checked, you know, it's not common for people to have like their viral load go up out of nowhere. Blips, yes, can happen for whatever reason. Basically, they can happen from like me, I was sick for a week. I had like Montezuma's Revenge, so the pill was kind of going right through me. So yeah, I became I guess I didn't really become detectable, because I don't think it even went that high. I'd have to look back at my thing, but it was like in the 50s, I think. For U equals U, they say it's 200 and below. The viral load is 200 and below. You know, I can get really technical about this, but basically all anybody needs to know is that when you're undetectable, you're untransmittable. As long as you're getting your blood taken, as long as you're taking your medication every day, you're not going to transmit the virus to anybody. So this is, yeah, it's great. It's great for stigma. It's great for so much. And really, if everybody that had HIV was on medication, the virus would be done. That'd be the end of it, because nobody would transmit it anymore. So if people know about U equals U, it will give people more of an incentive to go test, because they know that your life is not going to be over. And hopefully they see people like me and, you know, other YouTubers and people that are out there trying to get their word out about what HIV is, because we need people to see, you know, we don't want people to have HIV, but we want people to see that, you know, you can be having a really normal life. So back to the kids at this school. So I get the, hey, you're a YouTuber, YouTube teacher. I had one kid when I was taking roll. I do hear it a lot. I hear the HIV. I can hear it whispered, you know, as I walk by groups or whatever. And I was taking attendance, and these kids were like, she has HIV or something like that. And I said, what? I said, you talking about my HIV? I said, yeah, I got HIV. You got a problem with it? And he goes, no. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, you know, if you have any questions, just ask me. I just don't want them to feel that it's a taboo subject or something that they can't ask me about. I want them to know that they can comfortably say HIV in front of me or ask a question about it and not feel that it's something that shouldn't be spoken about. So that's, it's good. I think at the school they definitely feel open enough to be able to talk to me about it. So they all know why I YouTube. They all get that. Yeah. So, okay. So what's today? It's Thursday. I'm going to get this video done and uploaded for you guys, and it'll be ready on Monday. And I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for listening to me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can answer right now. Somebody asked me if people ever recognize me from YouTube. Really, only that happens at schools like this. And I had one man that saw me down in Los Angeles. Eric and I were walking by an LGBTQ community center. We were like taking a skateboarding trip last January. And some guys said, I feel like I know you. And then, you know, we put it together, and he definitely knew me from YouTube. But other than that, I really haven't had anybody recognize me or anything. I just, I mean, unless people know and they just don't say anything, but I don't think so. So thanks for watching, you guys. Keep sending me ideas of things that you might want me to talk about or show. I'd like to do a YouTube live But like I said, I have really crappy software, and so it's not very clear, but I think it'd be good that way that people can just ask me direct questions through there, and I could try to answer questions for people, because it's really time consuming to write back and forth. I can't do that with everybody. And that's it. I think that's all for right now. So have a great week, you guys. I will have already been back from LA by the time you watch this. I hope I had a good time. I'm sure I did. I'm wearing a fancy black dress. So excited. And I'll post some pictures on Instagram so you guys can see. We're gonna try to really, it's a formal wedding. Gonna have some good food. Okay, we'll see you guys. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, because it really does make a difference. I saw that I have my subscriber change has gone up, which is good. That means that people that have subscribed to this channel are actually starting to watch the videos. And you know, I want people to subscribe and watch, not subscribe and then never come back. So yeah, come back for more, okay? All right, guys, see you. Gotta go. Bye.